Today we're working on quads and glutes. We're always working on our strong core, getting some inner thigh in there and some calves also. I'd also like to give you a challenge to do. 3 minutes of travel lunging. Try that 3 or 4 times a week that first week. The next week, maybe add 2 sets of that with a minute between. So 3 hours of travel lunging, take a minute break, or 30 seconds even, and another 3 minutes, 3 minutes of travel lunging. And maybe by your 3rd week, you're on 3 sets of that. So that's your challenge. We're gonna start, let's start a little bit of a warm up here. Just pulling the elbows back. That just feels good, stretching your pecs. Push through the balls of your feet. Warming up those quadriceps, and if you push off with the balls of your feet, getting those calves a little bit warm too. And now let's take heel kicks back, warming up your hamstrings, bouncing your thighs. And a few little squats, just to warm up. We'll add some more squats later, but right now this is just to get warmed. And let's just hold that air squat right here. Strong abdominals always, knees behind your toes. And stand up, circle down. Let's come onto your hands and knees, hovering. So with your palms right underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips, curl the toes under. Lift your knees off the mat an inch. Contract those abdominals, just hover here. And then walk forward and back. 1 inch, forward and back. Forward and back. Strong abdominals, long neck. Trying to burn out those quadriceps and warm them up. Keep the knees very close to the floor. And hold it here. Just hovering, hovering, hovering. You stay just like that. I'm going to turn so you can see me. You're still in that hovered position. Now take those inner thighs in. Squeeze the inner thigh, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Isometric movement, contracting those adductors. And release that, good job. Come upright on your knees. Take your palms to your side or behind your head. And bring your foot up, other foot up into that squat. Knee down, knee down. Bring it up and up, down and down. So it's prisoner squats here. Staying low, never coming up tall, strong with those quadriceps, finding your balance. You can have your shoes on here. I don't think I know where my shoes are anymore, but if you want to wear shoes, of course you can. Stay low in the squat. The next one even lower, and we'll stay there in that squat. Pulls, pulls, pulls. Burn out those quadriceps. And stand that up. Good job. Let's get a little bit of hamstring and glute work. So a deadlift, without any weights, we're concentrating on your standing leg. That's doing all the work to pull you up with your glutes and your hamstrings. So start with your hands at your hips. Lift a leg up. And we're going to pull up using the hamstring and glutes on that standing leg. It takes a lot of concentration. You can do this. You're the one making this work. Bring that down. Pull the core in tight always. And stand that up. We're going to add a little bit to it if you can. Bring that down. Opposite arm lifts. And contract the glutes on this lifted leg 3 times. And stand up. Barely touching the floor when you come up. And again, we'll bring it down. Contract the glutes. Lift. And lift. Now we're using the hamstring and glutes on this standing leg. Feel that in your calves. And How to grab for that and bring it down again. Find that control, that balance control. Lift and lift and come up tall. And we'll take that again. Reach, lift, whoops, lift and come up, right? We're halfway there. You have to concentrate. Bring that down, contract the glutes, lift and lift, come up, not touching the floor now maybe. How about 3 more? Bring it down, contract, 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 stabilizing with your standing leg. 2 more there. Bring it up, contract, 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 bring that down, and how about 1 more time? Bring it up, lift, contract, contract, contract. Good job, shake that out. Excellent job. Now we're gonna come to a wide leg squat, maybe more of a second position because our toes are out toward the corners. A little pulses here for a little bit. Pulsing, pulsing. Now we're gonna bring that up. So we'll take a squat. We'll take the right foot back behind to a curtsy, back to a squat. Same leg each time. So we're gonna burn out this standing leg again. All about the stability and the burning out of that standing leg. Squat low, curtsy low. Squat low, curtsy low. Burning out this supporting leg, keep it going. Super low. Front knee staying behind your toes and in line with your toes. I'm thinking we'll even do 4 more here. You can do it. 4 more. 4, down low. 3, 2 more. 2, and 1 more. Bring that up, shake it out. You know we have that other side. Same thing. That wide second, toes up to the corners. A little bit of pulsing. Getting ready, we're sitting way back. Pull your core in and stand it up. So let's take that squat to the curtsy. Squat as the leg comes across. Bring your torso center each time. It doesn't stay behind. It goes with you with each move. Down lower, down lower. Down low and down low. Always looking straight ahead, keeping your chest open. We have 8 more here. So we were halfway. That's the good news. 4 more. 4. Here's 3. 3. 2. And 1 more. 1. Excellent job. Shake that out. Good job. Let's keep that wide second. So taking that wide, you need to take your feet where you need them for your knees. So you don't want it small where your knees are in front of your toes. So you move your feet where they need to be. We're rolling the thigh bones outward, up strong through the core, and pulsing. Strong abdominals. I'm going to take that a little bit wider. Now I'm feeling my thigh bones rolling outward. Purposely rolling those thigh bones outward. Feel the engagement of your inner thigh, and your glutes are doing that work to roll the thigh bones. So think about that. Glutes are so engaged, keeping the thigh bones right where they are. Lift your right heel. And lift your left heel. So this is calf work. So get down deep. Body weight. And switch it. Right heel lifts. And left heel lifts. Right heel lifts. And left heel lifts. Now both heels up. Tap the heels down. Down, accent down. Down. Tap, 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 tap. Heels are up. Contract those quadriceps with those straight legs. Heels down. Drop down. Lift your heels. Contract the quadriceps. Heels down. Drop down. Lift. Contract. Heels down. Bring it down. Lift. Contract. Bring it down. Squat. Lift. Contract. Keep the heels lifted. Bring that down. Wag, wag, wag. Glutes working to roll those thigh bones outward, engaging the inner thigh as those inner thigh muscles are pulled back, back. roll, roll. Pull it back, 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 back. 4 counts down as you wag. 4, 3, 2, shaking. Bring it up just a tiny, tiny bit. Bring it down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up tiny bit. I'm shaking. And bring it up. And 4, 3, 2. And bring that down. Great job. Shake that out. I know you're doing a great job. And come to standing. Let's take some side lunging with the knee up. So we'll go to the right side every single time. So take the leg over and go ahead and reach up to the sky or just keep your hands at your hips. But I want you to pull in using your adductor as you bring that knee up. So that standing leg stays straight the entire move. Adductor pulls that body weight up. Bring it over, pull it up, bring it over, pull it up, bring it over, pull it up. We're halfway. Bring it down, pull it up, over, and up, over, and up, over. Let's try 4 more like that. 4, 3, 2. This next we're going to stay up. So here we go. That knee is up. Find that balance. Arms out. Quadricep parallel to the floor. Contract the quadricep. Bend it in. Contract. Bend it in. Contract. 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 Hold it here. I'm going to turn so you can see me. You just stay right here balancing. From there, take the knee back. Standing leg is slightly bent. We have a slight hinge here. Flex your foot. Stamp the ceiling. Stamp. So glutes, glutes, glutes. Pull his abs tighter. Keep it going. In. Bring it up, up, and up. Keep going. I'm again going to turn towards you so you can see, but we are still pulsing. Still pulsing. Pulse and pulse. Press back, back, back. That thigh is still way back. Inner thigh. You're taking that thigh bone across toward the center line. In. Use your adductors, adductors, adductors. Supporting leg dying here. Pull it in, and in. Pull it in, and in. Good job. Shake that out. We're going to start with that side lunge to the other side with the knee up. So here we go. Side lunge over. Standing leg is supporting. Side lunge over. Bring that up. Over. And lift. Over. Strong standing, supporting leg. Use your adductors pulling that body weight in. We're halfway there. Way down low. Bring it up. Way down. Bring it up. More. Now we have 3 more. 3. Remember, we're going to keep that last one. We're keeping the knee up, so you know what to do. We're going to keep that knee up. Bring the arms out, extend, and bend. Contract the front of your thigh. Contract and contract. Keep that going. I'm going to turn so you can see me. We're still contracting and contract. Just let that knee stay there to your palms, to your hips, hinge forward, take the thigh back, flex your foot, stand. It's all glute. It's not a shove of that heel. It's contracting your gluteal muscle, which you may feel the leg moving. You may not even feel that movement. It's just a contraction of the glute. Contract and contract. Feel that in your hamstring. If you're pulling your heel close enough towards you, you'll get that hamstring work in. I'm going to turn. You're still going though. You're still stamping the ceiling. And then from here, pull it in, and in. Inner thigh, inner thigh, inner thigh, inner thigh. Pull it in. Release. Shake that out. Super job. Okay, let's take those feet together. Burning out our quadriceps now. We're going to pulse low and low. My quads and hamstrings are already on fire. back toes are just barely touching the floor just so you don't fall down. Pulsing down. Quadriceps, and right now my glutes have felt it. They are on fire from our other work. So that came on quick, but we're really using the glutes too. And pulse, press a little bit lower and lower. Remember, 80%, maybe even 90. If you can take that weight a little bit more forward. Time for 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake that out. Legs tight together. Those glutes are on fire. Legs tight together. Inner thigh, in and in. Pulsing, pulsing. Take that over to the left. Pulse so your torso went with you. Pull the core in tighter. Sit way back. Get those knees behind your toes. My glutes are already burning along with those quadriceps. Bring it in. Inner thigh, inner thigh, inner thigh, and in. Pulse it in and in, in. To the other side. Pulse and pulse. Press and press, press and press and press and press. Now we're going to slide that left foot back. The toes are just slightly behind the heel, but you're still parallel, still hip width. Take 80 or 90% of your weight on that front leg and pulse and pulse. It is not our torso pumping up and down. It is that quadricep tapping. You're tapping the chair behind you. That's way back. Pulse it down. A little bit lower maybe. Get that weight more on that front leg. And a little bit lower for 8 and 7. More weight on that front leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that up and release. Let's stretch. You did it. Take a knee into your chest, down and back behind, stretching that quadricep. Pull that thigh way back. Take deep breaths and release. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, take the other knee into your chest. Pull the thigh back. Stretch in the front of that thigh. And release. Take your feet wide. Toes out toward the corners. Hinge forward. Use your arms, your hands, your forearms, your elbows to roll the thigh bones outward. Relax your neck. Take your gaze down toward the floor. Think long spine. Knees are staying behind the toes. Roll the thigh bones outward. Deep, deep breaths. Round the spine and roll up. Take a deep breath in, reaching to the sky. And exhale. Release that. Come to sit down and let's stretch the glutes real quick here. So extend both legs. From there, cross either foot over. Pull that thigh across the knee toward the opposite shoulder and twist. As you pull the thigh across, you're stretching the glute, outer thigh. And a good twist is always welcome. Take those deeper breaths in. And release. And we'll switch that. Take the other foot across, up tall, and twist. Relax your shoulder. Try pulling the thigh even more across. And release. Let's take a couple deep breaths and you are finished. Take a deep breath in